Hey everybody, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while about Best Neighbor Ever, and I thought the best way to do it would be to record a video rather than type out all my thoughts in a great big long email that you probably don't have time to read. But first thing I want to say is thanks to those of you who have put a pin on the map behind me as a way of committing to being the best neighbor ever. It's very encouraging to me to see all the places where Central families are going to be serving their neighbors on the night of Halloween. I think that's a really good thing. I don't know if you feel it, but I sort of sense that all of us are just a bit out of practice when it comes to hospitality. A global pandemic will kind of do that to you. I think that's so important for us to be very intentional on a night like Halloween, and it's a great time for us to get in the habit again of serving our neighbors. Now, listen, if you're planning on taking your kids out trick-or-treating, we are definitely not asking you to skip that. But maybe you can give some thought to how you can be the best neighbor ever as you go from house to house. Maybe you can just make sure and introduce yourself to the houses that are closest to where you live. Maybe you can reverse trick-or-treat and take your neighbors a little handmade gift, something that the kids make. If you're going to be home on Halloween, how can you be a good neighbor? Can you just splurge on good candy? When you see someone come to your house who looks a little bit familiar, make sure and reintroduce yourself to mom and dad. Show an interest in them, and then when you bump into them in the coming weeks and months, you'll have a relationship that's already kind of started. If you don't have a lot of kids that come to your house on Halloween night, then maybe you can host a block party. You can invite your neighbors to come and join you for a real simple cookout. The simpler, the better. Let the focus be on building relationships with the people that are around you. Remember, this is probably just step 1 out of 100 in your neighbor's journey to knowing Jesus. In the next couple of weeks, just give this some thought. Ask God, how can I be the best neighbor ever on this night? The next time that you take your dog for a walk or you go out walking in the neighborhood, pray for your neighbors as you walk by their houses. And ask God, God, show me what needs my neighbors have, and then help me to meet those needs. We're going to be sharing ideas that we have in the coming months, in the coming weeks, as we brainstorm and talk about it. If we hear of a great idea that somebody is doing, we're going to share that with people. But the next time you come to church, put a pin on the map where your house is, and let's see how big the church is going to be on Halloween night. I'll see y'all on Sunday.